Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to actually be making this video, considering I hope that in the future I have more content like this that I can share my life. And so today I'm going to be sharing my first semester as a dietetic student. I am currently doing school online, like fully remote, and it's been like a very big learning curve, a very big jump, and a very big step in my life, especially my career in the health and wellness industry, I guess you would say. And it's something I'm really excited about. Truthfully, I really just wanted to make this video for anybody who's maybe looking to pursue this as a career, or looking to go back to school, or just in general looking into going into online school for this or anything science related, because let me tell you, it is a very big step and a very big learning curve. So basically this video is just going to be a reflection on my first semester as a dietetic student. I don't really have any tips or advice or anything like that as of yet. I mean, I'll have little things here and there. As currently, it's more of just a reflection to kind of give someone some insight what it would be like as their first semester as an online dietetic student, or just a dietetic student in general at any type of college that they go to, whether it's online or not. I just like impulsively did it. I just applied to my first online dietetic school. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. They were only gonna give me $3,000. And it says my official letter of acceptance on here. So I have applied to 4 schools, all of my acceptance letters. So I got accepted into all 4 schools that I applied for, Weber State University. And it was pretty cool because it's my first acceptance letter. Kansas State University, a specific dietetic program, and an accelerated master's degree program. The University of Arizona. So all 3 of these that I first applied to are Wildcats. The University of Alabama. I thought I was actually gonna go to the University of Alabama. They did not accept a lot of my credits, so I am not going to the University of Alabama. I will be attending Kansas State University, and I am actually super excited. I'm really excited to start my classes and everything like that. I registered for 2 of my classes already, and I'm super excited about this next journey, next chapter that I am doing. So let me preface this by saying that this was a very hard. It was a huge learning curve. It was something I did not expect at all. I did really like it. It was just a lot. It was a lot all at once. So like I said, I am a dietetic student online through Kansas State University, and I am only going part-time. So I was only taking about 6 or 7 credits. I don't remember. It was only 2 classes. So keep in mind that I'm only taking 2 classes when I'm giving you this reflection on my first semester. I spent about 8 hours a day doing schoolwork, sometimes just on 1 course. It was a lot. It was a lot of schoolwork. It's a lot to really take in. You're basically teaching yourself everything. It's a lot to like comprehend, take in, and learn on your own. Within Kansas State, if you're a science-based major, everything that you take science-based has to have a B or higher. So I need a B in all of my science courses as well as all of my nutrition courses, which obviously kind of makes sense considering I'm going into becoming a registered dietitian. Obviously, I would want to have a B or higher in all of my nutrition related courses. I was not expecting the semester to go the way that it did. I did very good for my first semester. I will say that, since I haven't been in school for over, I think over 4 years. How old am I now? I'm almost 25, and I graduated college, or I graduated with an associate's degree back in 2018. I think I was like 20 years old. So yeah, it's been like 4 years. It's been like 4 years since I've been in school. Imagine that jump. Like, I haven't been in school for 4 years, and now I'm going back to school all of a sudden, and like that's what I jump into, right? That itself was a very big deal. So if you're someone who is like me and you haven't been in school for a while, and you decided I'm gonna go back to school, just keep that in mind, that it's a very big readjustment, and again, like I said, a learning curve to kind of get into, because once you've been out of the game, you're out of it, and it's very hard to kind of like catch up and keep up, rather than once coming right out of high school and going into college. So I was spending basically, for my first semester, I was basically spending every single day doing schoolwork for almost 8 hours a day. Well, I want to shoot myself in the head with the amount of work that I have this week. So it's Saturday. It is Saturday. It is the last day of the 2nd week, and the amount of work that I still have to do because I couldn't get it all done within the week with my job, absurd. I can't believe they gave us this much work on the second week. And this was with having 2 jobs. And I still currently have jobs, so now I'm like really, really glad that this first semester is over so that I can really focus on doing work and kind of just taking that break. I didn't really have any time for myself. It's possible that it's only this way because I am doing it online. I remember thinking back to myself, like, this is just so much work. Like, I can't imagine like someone doing this full-time in school or being full-time online. It is a lot of work. They give you a lot of work, and I do think some of it is a little bit too much work. My bio class, the syllabus said I would be spending 8 to 12 hours a week on the course. I spent roughly 6 to 8 hours a day on the course. So my bio class is what really took the majority of my time away because it was so much information and so much work. Like, with the way that my class was set up for bio online is that it kind of had interactive labs, considering you're not in person. A certain amount of lessons that she would assign us every week that we had to get through by the end of the week, obviously. Sometimes that would be 1 lesson, sometimes it'd be 2, sometimes it'd be at most 4. And some of those lessons would be 20 pages. A little stress that I've been going at this for, like, I mean, an hour's not that long, but like, I'm already going at this and I've only gotten halfway through the halfway point. So it was a lot. And sometimes she would give us 20 pages of a lesson and then give us 3. So 3 lessons worth 20 pages. And then on top of it, you had to do the interactive lessons. And I'm not complaining or anything like that. I mean, I don't necessarily enjoy the bio classes because I'm not really interested in that area of that science, but it does help me understand other things, a part of my nutrition science that I have to understand. I enjoyed the learning aspect of it, but I definitely gained more and learned more out of my nutrition course than I did out of my bio course, based off of my interest in what I liked more and stuff like that. But anyways, let's get back into the topic of my first semester. It was a very, very hard first semester. It was a very big adjustment. Like I said, you're gonna spend a lot of time. And I didn't understand how how they were giving us so much work and how I was expected to get through all of it, because, you know, even sometimes my nutrition teacher, she would give us a lot of work to get through by the end of the week. And I'm like, I have another class. Like, I don't even know how I can do this. I can't get through all this coursework in a week. Nutrition teacher gave us. I'm like, we wouldn't have gotten through all of this work within the 2 days of having class. So why are you giving it to us for the whole week? And I had to remember that, like, yeah, I'm teaching all this stuff to myself, and if I was in a classroom setting, it wouldn't be this heavy of a course load. Really take that into consideration when you're considering online school or in-person school. Where I live, there's no school near me that has this type of course, like, load that I could take. Like, there's exercise science and stuff around me, but there's nothing related to nutrition. You have to be a specific type of major before you can sit for the dietetic exam. So you have to be some type of food and health major. Now, I don't really have another option but to be online. So just remember the fact that, like, teaching yourself at home is a lot more work than going to a classroom setting and actually having class. Because I remember from when I was in college and I had to take a bio class, my bio class, yes, it was a lot of work, but it was nowhere near the way I felt this past semester in Workload. Class met twice a week, once a week for a lab, so technically 3 times a week we met. 3 times a week I was getting in-course lectures and then doing stuff on my own, which obviously when I'm doing it on my own seems like a lot less work, and it's kind of more of just a summary and a lot more of just like reviewing for myself for the class. Whereas being at home online by myself, it is a lot. It is so much information just being thrown at you that it's a little bit hard to comprehend all of it. So basically what I would do is I would spend hours a day just doing schoolwork, and I would get so mentally drained and I'd be so mentally just like out of it that I'm like, I don't even know if me continuing doing school would even be beneficial. And more than half the time it wasn't. Like, I had to push through because I had to get so much of it done throughout the week. It was just so not beneficial. And I do think, like, if you're going to be taking like a bio class or any type of science class, that you should definitely do it in person if you can. I have a community college near me where I can take some of my science courses, which I do plan on doing in the future, just because I know that I learn better probably in more of an actual environment rather than just teaching myself the sciences. Now, I can't do that for all of my classes, considering not all of the classes offered at the community college where I am are accepted at Kansas State. So obviously I have to pick and choose and really make sure that when I'm doing this, I have to like really be like critical on like when I take them. Okay, so I feel like I keep getting a little bit off track, but overall, back to my first semester. It was a great experience, honestly. It was still a great experience despite the fact that I felt like I had never had time for myself. Now, I am doing this for the purpose of this is what I want to do for my career and for my life. And that is why I don't feel like it's such like a burden or it's such like a waste of time, because it's not a waste of time. This is something I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm excited to continue pursuing this. I also like learning new things. Being in this fitness industry and stuff like that, in this like health and wellness industry, there are so many people out there who obviously know so much more than you sometimes. But you know, it's actually nice to be able to have input into some conversation because they're so science-based. They went through all of these courses that I have yet to go through. So the fact that I am going through them now, so when they talk about them in a very scientific manner almost, it's actually kind of nice because I can actually relate to it and I can actually contribute to the conversation because I have more experience now with the science-backed information that they have. I now can contribute to the conversation because I also have that science background to contribute to the conversation, which is really, really nice. But like I said, overall, this was a good semester. Learned a lot. I was stressed a lot. Overall, I think that this was a very positive experience for a first semester because I now know what to expect for every semester after this. Now, I am actually super, super glad that I only took the 2 classes this semester and I didn't kind of like load up on more and only taking 2, just because I wouldn't have been able to handle more than 2. So now that I know what to expect and what is going into everything, I'm really glad that I actually had this experience because like I said, now I know, and I know what to expect of myself and how to maybe study more and how to study better and how to apply things to real life better and make myself understand the course material more and everything like that. So it was a very positive semester. On the other hand, there was definitely a lot of negatives to the semester. One of them being I had basically no time for myself. And like I said before, I know that this is pursuing towards my career, so it's not something I mind so much. But it is a little disheartening when you literally are consumed with school and your whole identity now almost feels like it's school. Because now all of my time is filled with school, so it's kind of like I don't know what to do now when I don't have school. So going hand in hand with that, with not really having any time for myself, is that I didn't really have time to hang out with people or even like go to the gym, even hang out with my husband. Like, I don't want to say it was hard on him, but it kind of was, because he would want to hang out with me and he'd want to do stuff, but I was like, I can't because I have school. Like, I have so much schoolwork to do that I literally cannot do any of this stuff. Like, maybe when I'm done with school, we can go do it the day when I'm done with school, but I can't go out and do this because I have schoolwork. And that kind of sucked, and that also went hand in hand with me not having time for myself, because it's like, I want to do all these things, but I can't because I have school. So I want to say that that was definitely the most difficult thing about this semester. So overall, how the semester ended, I do need to have a B or higher in all science and nutrition related courses. I am not a good test taker. Let's just say that. Unfortunately, I have to repeat my bio class, which now puts me behind basically an entire semester in sciences when I could be progressing forward, which really, really sucks. I got a C in bio, which really sucks because I worked so hard. Like, I spent most of my time on that bio class, and I'm just not a good test taker. And those tests are 50% of your grade, which I think is a little bit too much, honestly. Like, when your tests are 50% of your grade, I understand they want you to know, they want to know that you understand and understand the concept of the material. But there's so many other ways, I feel like, to grade a student based on their concept of the material. Like, we have to do discussion posts and we have quizzes every week. I feel like adding in something else would kind of make them understand the concept would be better than having your exams being 50% of your grade. Because if you do horrible, and it's not even like they drop an exam. Like, if they had dropped an exam, I think I would have passed with a B, but they don't drop any of them, and I'm just not a good test taker. I'm just not, and it really, really sucks. But it's okay, considering I've already taken the class though, so I've already planned for my next semester, which is actually really, really good. And I kind of already know what the course is like. I've already taken it, and it's with the same exact teacher. I basically already know how the course is going to run, exactly how she's going to plan all the material and stuff like that. I decided to add another nutrition class on top of it, so I'm not so behind, because considering I already know what the bio class is like and what the information is going to be, and I already have all my notes, so I can really, really study before the semester starts, making sure that I can refresh myself and all of that good stuff. But my nutrition class, I got an A in, so Go me. It was actually so easy for me to comprehend all that information. I learned so much in that nutrition class. It was just a basic nutrition class. The amount of information I learned that I can like take away and like apply to real life when I am like just talking to other people or even like for myself is a lot. That is basically a recap of my entire first semester as a dietetic student. It was a very good positive experience for me. It was very eye-opening, and it set me up for future semesters for me to plan and coordinate and make sure that I can do the best that I can. So I'm going to wrap up this video by saying, like, if you have any questions about being a dietetic student or about Kansas State University, I didn't really talk about much about Kansas State University that much. That is where I'm going to school. So I guess if you have any questions about that or anything, you can let me know. I do plan on making more nutrition related content in the future. I'm super excited, and I was hoping that with this semester I was going to be able to create more school related content and stuff like that. Like I said, I had absolutely no time for myself, which meant I had basically no time for filming, which is why my uploads were so inconsistent over the past few months, is because of school. Hopefully for the next semester I'll be able to plan and coordinate a little bit better, and hopefully I'll be able to create more nutrition related content for next semester. Can't wait to share it with you all. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, please just let me know. I would love to answer it. If any of you are registered dietitians or have any advice for me, please leave them. Let me know. Message me on Instagram or whatever. All of that stuff will be linked down below. I would love to hear it, and I am super excited to continue in this field. Alright guys, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias as well as subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!